Hello game fans! I'd forgotten how bad I was at point and click games. It took me months to finish the Monkey Island games, and don't get me started on the Broken Sword series. However, it never stopped me trying, and I have worked my way through Myst, Machinarium, and more recently the Telltale games. For the last month, I've been re-energizing that grey matter and attempting to complete The Inner World, a classic style hand-drawn adventure from Studio Fizbin. So, are the inner secrets of the weird world of Asposia worth exploring, or should you leave this retro point and click in the realms of nostalgia? Here is my review of The Inner World. Asposia is a mysterious world, an enormous hollow space surrounded by endless soil and against all the different laws of physics. Asposia is ventilated solely through 3 wind fountains. When the wind starts to disappear, the people look to the last wind monastery for answers. In the Inner World, you play Robert, a naive and cheerful apprentice in the last wind monastery. After a cheeky pigeon thrusts you on an unlikely adventure, you work your way through a series of set pieces, jam-packed with plenty of challenging puzzles. The dialogue is fantastic with lots of witty banter and a multitude of bizarre characters. The Gorf in the Inner World is now one of my favourite characters, right up there with Stan S. Stanman from the Monkey Island series. The hand-drawn art style is unique and obviously a labour of love. The music is unobtrusive and sets the scene well, but it's the story that will keep you playing as the unfolding, twisting narrative of a thief, a dictator, some flying dragons and some missing wind will keep you hooked. The puzzles can be cryptic and I did find myself stumped on numerous occasions. Thankfully, the stepwise hint system allows you to get a series of hints before it simply tells you what to do. I love this system, as some of the puzzles were way beyond me. I eventually ended up trying to combine everything in the scene until the main character simply started to mock me, saying, "That's just a guess, isn't it?" As the game has an 8-hour running time, after a couple of weeks I decided to utilise this help system more often. The biggest drawback of the game, however, is the interface. Point and click adventures work so much better with a keyboard and mouse than an Xbox controller. So, in order to work the Inner World, you have to select the various hotspots around the scene using the left and right trigger button, and once selected there is another menu to look at, which allows you to look at something, to add something, or to action something, and the whole thing just feels clunky and uncomfortable. After a couple of hours it does become a little easier, but it never truly feels natural. Overall, the voice acting, the storyline and the unique visuals will push you on through, however some will not make it to the end due to the clunky controls. The help system is fantastic for both novice players and those a little rusty with their point and click skills. The overall feel is a homage to those classic LucasArts adventures and it's genuinely funny. If you have the patience, then The Inner World is worth a look.
Finish him!